So, another day. I'm in this same shirt, if you notice. I wash and wear these days. So, you know, digging through stuff. You know, if I'm going to damage a shirt and get it all grimy and stuff, you know, let me not worry about it. I'm not going anywhere, you know, at the moment. So, starting the day, this I have in my head. One, it keeps my head warm. Two, it keeps my hair moist at night when I go to sleep on my cotton sheets. Dehydrates you. You put your lotion on before you go into bed. Make sure you stay moist. You gotta do the same thing for your hair, you know. So yeah, I have my mom, like my sister came out like my dad. Brown, you know, brown hair, brown eyes, the bone structure. I do. So my little guy wants a treat. So maybe I should turn on the lights in the background there. My little pup, Biscuit, knows that he doesn't get a treat until after he eats his breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Then he get a treat. That Biscuit, Biscuito. I'm going to go look for the other one, give her a treat. I'll be right back. Boom, back. That fast. Yeah, my little one sticks next to me. The older one, she's off on her own somewhere. What was I talking about? Oh, my rag. Yeah, and I leave my blinds open just enough to let some light in, even in the bedroom. Like, it's super dark at night. Like, once all the lights are shut off, like, it's super dark. But like in the morning, I go like this. Like if I want to get an extra hour of sleep. But yeah, you still can see through it. Like, you can see through it. But the thing is, it blocks off enough light. Oh, sorry about that. My little pup is touching my foot. What was I talking about? Oh, this, yeah. So, I would lift up my head and talk to one of these guys, and you know, not think about that you know, the thing's down, and I can see that the pet's face. Like, I see the mouth moving, but I'm not sure what's going on here, so I have to lift it up. And they're like, "Oh, okay, I see your eyes." Anyways, I'm gonna make my morning shake, and talk a little bit, I guess. So, starting with my bullet thing, I need to go shopping, so I didn't get any bananas and stuff like that. So let me turn on this light back here. I don't know if it'll make any difference, but it's the time of day. You know, so I noticed that. Anyways, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just yakking and stuff. So I have no bananas, so I'm just going to fill this up with the mixed vegetables. You know, pretty much up to that invisible line. I mean, you can see it like bifocal lenses, but you really can't see if you're not looking at it. And my coconut ice, I'm gonna put into my drinking bottle. La-di-da, la-ti-da. Yeah, so going through, let me get a paper towel. Going through some more things last night, some stuff last night. I pulled out these out of the back closet, everything's empty out of there. So I had all the hangers, either what's going for disposal or donation. Let me leave this here. The allergies are bothering me. Yeah, so I get lost in my head sometimes. So this is my day caffeinated, as the tea is naturally caffeinated, I guess how you say, but it's it's energy tea, chai spice, oolong. I mix my teas. Perfect energy, supports focus and energizes. Vanilla spice, chamomile. Anyway, so I'll make a video of how I make it, but I mix it up because the sediment from the tea bags collects at the bottom and kind of makes it a little stronger, and the taste is stronger. So I shake it up a little bit, and I make the tea strong, so I only use like a quarter cup. I tried it different ways, like using pouring a full cup down to 3/4, just feeling how it is. I like the tea that it makes you feel energized but not caffeinated. I stopped drinking coffee because I got hooked on coffee. Not that I got hooked on coffee. I've been drinking coffee since I was a little kid. Being in Puerto Rico, my dad's aunt, I was like 6 or 7, and that was the first time I had coffee, and I was like hooked. My mom's a tea drinker and got my dad to be a tea drinker. He was a coffee drinker. Hold on for 1 second. Yeah, sometimes my brain thinks it's something and I have to go and do it and get it out of the way before I overload or forget. Yeah, so my sister's a tea drinker. I was the only coffee drinker in the house. But my mom didn't let me drink coffee. When we came back to the States, my mom was like, no, no coffee for you. Yeah, so let me put this stuff back in the refrigerator and I'll be right back again. All right, good morning, y'all. So yeah, let me put some water in here. So yeah, my family's coffee drinker, tea drinkers. And it took me a while to get used to getting the idea of drinking tea. Like when I was younger, I tried to make tea, and I don't know what I was doing wrong. Making it, I don't know what I was doing wrong. I couldn't make tea. My mom would make it for me. My dad would make it for me. My sister would make it for me, and it tastes great. I make it, and I feel like I'm drinking mud. So I didn't start, but I stayed drinking tea like when I was not feeling well. Tea is super great. Like if you're not feeling well, I'll make black tea with, sweetener in it and stuff, lemon sweetener. So I think that way I started to get used to the idea how tea is made. But I didn't get turned on to like regular tea, like herbal teas and stuff is what I got attracted to. So I'm putting all brand cereal, just a little, like less than a teaspoon in there, because we all need some fiber in our daily meals. So again, cinnamon. I put cinnamon, just a little bit. Cinnamon, I guess, is supposed to help regulate weight, you know, your weight. And I read recently, my mind is going elsewhere. Okay, so this is 0 sugar. I gotta get the name of it. I put like a flat, like, you know, like a super flat spoon in here, like this. I'm making 4 servings. So I put like one serving of sugar-free. Well, 2 scoops will be like 2 packets, sugar-free packets. I like this sugar-free. I'm using this one to use it up and stuff. So and when I make my afternoon shake, I'll use this one. I like this one. This one is by Stop and Shop. It's stevia sweetener. I like it. It's pretty good. And then I put regular. This is regular sugar. I marked them sugar and 0 sugar. So I do the same. Make a flat spoon. So I put 2 teaspoons of sugar. 2 of these of sugar. 2 of sugar-free. And then honey. Honey is sweeter than sugar, but it doesn't raise the blood sugar level as fast as sugar does. So if someone is having low sugar, and you need to raise their sugar, and they're having difficulties to eat like a hard candy or something, because low sugar, you're not all there. You know, you're sleepy. You want to sleep. You know, your body just wants to sleep. You know, like I've been told that, like when my mom had a sugar problem, she said to me that she could see me and stuff, and in her mind she was having a conversation with me, but what came out of her mouth was garble. You know, I mean, it's scary. You know, so you know, when I was younger, my mom went through it, so I experienced it that way. My partner became diabetic, so I saw, you know, I knew how to take care of it. When his mom came here, she had a diabetic issue, so I had to take care of that, you know, check the blood sugar. I had sugar and water is kind of like the best. They can sip on it, you know, if they're awake enough to sip on it, you know, and every 20 minutes, check the blood sugar to make sure it's going in the right direction. So I put honey in. I counted 3, and that's like 1 spoon. And this is dehydrated orange peel. I put that in there. Teaspoon a day, they say it's good. I figured out how much is good for me because it does make you go to the bathroom. So if you want to lose weight for a minute, naturally, dehydrate some orange peels, and just a teaspoon is all you need. Honestly, you don't have to do any more than that. Any more than that, then you just, like anything, you're just hurting yourself. So, this is creatine. It's good for muscle building. I do my exercises and stuff. This is glutamine for muscle soreness and recovery. So it's 2 servings a day. So I do 1 serving in the morning and 1 serving in the afternoon. Protein powder is different. This is collagen protein powder, no sodium. So I hear some people, and I put like a full scoop. So 3 levels of this spoon makes the 1 scoop of this, 1 serving of this. Like if you was using the scoop, I don't like using the scoops. I take all the scoops out. So like this is 20 grams. So the serving is 20 grams. So 6 of these will make the 20 grams. So what I do is I just pull out, like you saw, a heap. So I put 3 of these in, and we need a say like we need our body weight in protein a day. You know, like if you're working on building muscle, you shouldn't take the extra calories if you're not burning them off somehow. This is vanilla protein powder from Stop and Shop. Oh, actually, no. The other one is from Open Nature, is from Star Market. Star Market Shaw's. And this one is from Stop and Shop. So I do the same thing. I take I put 3 of these in. I used to put 2, and I raised it to 3. Like I started with 1 to see how it is. I went to 2, and now I'm doing 3. Because I used to, like, I'm hungry all the time. All the time I'm hungry. I can't get rid of the hunger. Even after dinner, 20 minutes after eating, I'm hungry. You know, I've always been like this. And the thing is, it's difficult for me to put on weight. So I got turned on to like Ensure shakes. Then I found out that was bothering my stomach, you know, like, and the sodium that's in it, you know, I found out I couldn't take the sodium and stuff like that. So I started to make my own shakes. I found out, you know, plain vanilla, and what I do now, you know. Through the years, I've made up all kind of crazy concoctions just for survival, you know, because no flavor. You know, I was eating almost nothing in a way, but what can I eat? I do eat, you know. All right, so I'm going to blend this. It's going to make noise, so I'm going to be right back. Okay. Yeah, I'm back. So this is blended, so it gets all full and stuff. So I'm going to open it up in the sink, because sometimes, you know, it gets over frothed and it'll spill over. Come on, Gretchen. All right, so it didn't spill over, so that's good. Oy. I don't know if you can see how thick it is. So I already put my coconut ice in here. I made coconut ice and I didn't even make a video for it, but look how thick it comes out. So this is the mixed fruit. It's strawberries, pineapple, mango, and peaches. So I found that mixed bag, no sodium, in Walmart. So that's good. You know, if you're trying to eat healthy and stuff, you know, get used to cutting out sugar and sodium. You know, and then eating, you know, like carrots, raw carrots, carrot sticks, buy them already cut, celery sticks. All right, I'm gonna rinse this out and pour the rest in there. Like I say, why waste vitamin A? So I just rinse off the edges. See, I rinse off the edges and I just pour the rest in there. And, you know, you can use milk if you want, you know, if you can handle the milk. But I pour it all the way up to the top, because the bubbles fill up, you know, fill up the space. So I want as much water as I can, because you can see the bubbles, you know, they're all just kind of like going up to the top. So my cap. I don't know if I said before that the containers that I put my tea in, my sister gave me this one too. You know, my sister's good. You know, she's a good person. Sometimes she overcares, but you know, like all of us, we all have our traits and our personalities, and you know, we all just need how to get along and click the right way, you know. So she bought these for herself, and when she was moving and stuff, she, you know, cleaned out her cabinets and stuff. She'll try things, not like it, and then it sits there. Then she'll give them to me, and I'll either bring it to donation or use it myself. Like the other two containers, they're not bad. They came from the dollar store. So one is green and one is light, it's like pink but not pink, but it's a dark color, maybe like a light raspberry or something. I don't know. So I use the dark one for my night tea, and I use the green one, the light one, for my day tea. So that's what I got in here, my day tea. So let me have a quick sip. Good. You taste the fruit and stuff. That's what I like. So I wanted to say, if you've watched my old videos, that I never mentioned that my partner passed away. You can kind of see in my videos where I went from up to the point of me admitting that he was in the you know, not admitting, but you know, just talking to you guys about that he's in the hospital and went to hospice. So he died, he passed away August of 2022, last year. I fell off, you know, not that I got destructive or anything like that, but you know, I needed to vent a little bit. So in some of my videos, you can see that a little intoxicated. But you know, like, I didn't, you know, you don't realize it at first that you're struggling until you're struggling. But at that, you know, at that time I was, you know, entertaining his mom. He's Venezuelan. So his mom is in Venezuela. Well, she's from Spain, little quick. She's from Spain originally. And I don't know the point that she moved to Venezuela to raise her family. But she has family in Venezuela, Panama, Mexico, Canada, Spain, Swiss, if I'm saying that right. Swiss is different from Switzerland. So she has family in Swiss. So he passed away. Well, before he passed away, his mom came here, you know, just to help out with his hospice, you know, just, it was the end, so she wanted it to come. So she stayed until October. And August, September, yeah. We received his ashes. We received the containers we want to put his ashes in. And then his mom wanted to spread his ashes amongst trees and stuff. And, you know, I grew to you know, like, we've been together, you know, 15 years. I'm not good with math. Since 2006. So I don't know how many years is that. But anyways, we've been together since 2006. Well, we met in 2006, to say that. And, you know, we became friends. And, yeah. I'm trying to remember the dates when I moved, because I met him after I moved. Sometime after we moved, became friends and stuff. And probably like a year later, 9 months maybe, we talked, and, we had a conversation that came up, and, we furthered our relationship, whatever. So anyways, he passed away in August. His mom helped with packing a lot of his stuff. She, found what she would like to keep of his. And, some things for his sister and stuff like that, and a lot of his stuff is not my property to keep, so a lot of his personal stuff, I was like, it would be better for your family. Like his photo albums, his photo albums, I have no idea who's in the photo albums other than I know who he is, who his mother is, and who his sister is. Everybody else in the functions and stuff, I don't know. It'll be better for her to keep them, So there were, things like that, personal stuff, Anyway, so she stayed until October, and she, she knows English, she knows Italian, she knows French, Spanish. So like I said earlier, I had to deal with her diabetes. Her sugar was low. One time she came out and she was speaking Italian to me. And I mean, I got what she said because I don't speak Italian, but I know a little bit of it because, when I was in my early 20s, my first relationship was Sicilian, and we were together for like 6 years. And I was close with the family right from Sicily. The oldest son was born in Sicily. There's 8 kids altogether, and they moved to the States after the, I guess after he was born or whatever, they came to the States, and then all the rest of the kids came afterwards. So my partner was the second youngest. So his mom yelled at him like we're like 20, 21 years old. And she still yelled at, like my dad, the same thing, yelled at me like I'm still a little kid, but not yelling, but like reprimanding, like, why are you doing that? So she accepted me and stuff like that. And it was an Italian speaking, Sicilian speaking house, But anyways, I'm going off the deep end here, a little bit. So anyways, so he passed away, and it was a struggle a little bit, and I got out of it. I guess part of depression and stuff like that, I did put on some weight, but I'm more grateful to my doctor helping me out of finding a balance in where I can put on weight. So I'm not so concerned about working out now because I can burn it off. Like before, I wasn't able to put on weight, no matter how much protein shakes I've drank, or, how much food that I'm allowed to eat, the kinds of foods that I'm allowed to eat. So between depression and, help with my doctors, I was able to put on weight. So I'm changing my regimen and of working out stuff. So that's pretty cool. I stopped working out for a while there, and I lost myself for a minute, because I had priorities to think about, But anyways, I guess I'm snapped out of it, and I'm doing these videos and stuff, and I guess I rambled on enough, but I'm packing. Oh, and I was like, oh, I got the last box. I don't know if you saw the last video. I got one more box to go through. And as I was going through that box that's on the top there, it's a black box. The box underneath it was over here. And as many times as I looked at it and said, and part of my brain was like, oh, I got to go through it. Last night when I was like, oh, I can clean off the start cleaning off the table, because all the paperwork is done. I just need to, I already separated the junk part of the mail with the mail that needs to be shredded. And that box right there, I dug it out I pulled it out right here. So on top of there, I don't know if you can see it, on top of there is all the papers that I need to recycle, like put through the shredder. Right here. So this box was the last one, and I found that I dug out this one. What's underneath it is stuff that I already went through and that I need to like go through again, because before, like bank papers, because all those papers is bank, insurance, car insurance, health insurance, private papers where they would actually put your bank number on in your account number and address and all this information on it. And I'm like, well, nowadays it's the last 4 digits of whatever, but before, all the numbers and everything, and they're old. Like, I moved 3 times in the last, I don't know, many years, because I stayed 15 years in this apartment. Now I gotta move. I was 6 years in the apartment before that. Yeah. The shortest one was Miami. So I was 3 years there. I was 5 years. So I moved in there. Yeah. 2001. And then I moved to Miami in 2005. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was 4 years. And then the one before that, I think was 12 years. But anyways, don't like to move. Who likes to move? Anyways, I just wanted to catch up on some stuff, because I realized I never talked about him passing. I just kind of dealt with it, in a way. So, anyways, just a little conversation. Be safe, be good, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.